got my hair in buns. Yeah. Bitch, I think I'm cute. I just want natural. Your bitch think I'm beautiful. I look like Rudy Huxtable. They be like, who the fuck are you?
I kick it. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your favorite neighborhood brown girl, Cara, and we back. Ayy, and we back. Ayy, and we back. Ayy, and we back. Ayy. So today, if you couldn't tell by the title, we are doing a story time vlog situation, and I'm excited because September 20th, 2019 was probably one of the best days I've had in a long fucking time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into the bullshit and just start from the beginning. If you do follow me, you know that Tobi Lou is in my top 5 favorite artists, and he's on tour right now. I have been trying to see this man since I seen him with Kyle last year, and you know, it was a dumb mistake on my part. I waited too long to get my tickets, and the day of the show I woke up just really sad. I tweeted about it, and I'll put the tweet right there. I tweeted about it. He retweeted that tweet and I was upset, but I'm extremely grateful that he did retweet it. Because of that, one of his fans, shout out to you, girl, because you played a big part in me living one of the best days in my life out, and I appreciate you so much. I never got your actual name, but yeah, this is the tweet. Yeah. But shout out to her, because she did everything in her power to find me a ticket to the show. Not even just a regular ticket, a meet and greet on top of that. And because of her, I was able to go to the show. I was probably like 5th in line, and I was excited because I met this really cool girl in line named Ashley. And one of my other friends that I met at another concert was coming, and so I was really excited that I wasn't going to be at the show alone. And everything was cool until we started to notice that these 2 guys were circling the block a couple times, and one of them constantly kept making eye contact with me. And so finally, like, we hadn't seen him for a minute, and then I seen out of the corner of my eye them walking up towards where we were, and I was like, oh, please no. They were asking who we were there to see, and they started asking us for our socials and phone numbers and Snapchats, and it got weird. And finally, our other friend, Dumo, hey girl, she shows up. Me and Dumo leave to go to the bathroom. We come back, come to find out they had been bothering Ash the whole time. And then pops in our new friend, Alfie. Hey, Alfie. 2 guys, they were just bothering all of us, and it was starting to become uncomfortable and awkward, and they were calling us bougie because we didn't want to talk to them. While we were gone, Ash actually tweeted Tobi, you know, about them, and he was so quick to be like, I'ma handle it, don't worry about it. Just, you know, try to keep each other safe. That's probably the most safe I've ever felt in a concert setting by the artists themselves. So that was actually just extremely nice. And Tobi, if you are watching this, you are a angel, and your whole team, they're angels, they're great. And this is the weird part about it. The guys, like, they left, followed these girls to the bathroom, which was weird, followed them back over to us. And by that time, Tobi and them had pulled up, and we're all like still ignoring them. Like, nobody is giving them the time of day at this point, and they're still standing there just being weird and rude and making us uncomfortable. We were taking selfies, me and the homies. We were taking selfies, and this dude, the fucking culprit, gonna jump in our photos, and all of us were looking quite uncomfortable and disgusted. It was sick. Like, the series of photos of us, like, going from cute, 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 disgusted. Like, think they were starting to notice the uncomfortableness of the situation, because 2 guys kept looking off into the corner where Tobi was on the other side of the trailer, and then I finally grabbed Blake. But once I grabbed Blake, the two guys were like, so we're gonna dip. They took off, and as I'm explaining to Blake what happens, Mr. Toby, he walks up and he finally was like, is everything okay? Are you guys safe? What's going on? And TJ, he was quick to be like, look, if they come back, please come get me. I don't care where I am. We are not doing this. We want you guys to be safe. We don't play these games. And that's probably, like I said, the safest I've ever felt by the artist, and just everybody in general and the whole team just wanting to make sure that we were all right, and to handle the situation quick and not just let it kind of simmer and die down itself. We finally get inside, and I wasn't able to buy merch at the show or anything like that. So my sweet friend Alfie, they got me this shirt, and I'm going to cherish it for the rest of my life. First of all, we started the show with us sending a video to Toby. We sent this video to Toby, and his response still makes me laugh to this day. He's so funny. And the show just started off with really good energy, and then my favorite young buck now, Lil Trap Tendo, he opened the show. He was so good. And it's like crazy to believe Lil Trap Tendo, first of all, he's 17 and he's never performed before, and his stage presence is amazing. He's so funny. And he kept asking us if we've ever been in love. I lied like the first two times he asked, and then I was like, fine, I'll tell the truth. And he was so great and so sweet. A lot of love songs. I like being in my bag, so keep letting me be in my bag. I appreciate it. I love it. You go hard. My good friend Blake Russ, he got to DJ for him, and that was really cool to watch, because I met Blake last year at the Kyle, the Lightspeed tour, when he was doing videography for Toby, and I remember Blake telling me everything that he wanted to do in life, and he's doing that, and I honestly could just cry at how proud I am of him. So Blake, if you're watching this, I'm so proud of you. You're doing everything that you said that you wanted to do, and everything you told me that you wanted to do, and where you want to go next. And I just, you know, you're gonna be so great one day. Please don't forget about me when, you know, you're doing those big things that you said you wanted to do, because I'm always gonna support you no matter what, and I can't wait to see where you go. Really DJ'd for Lil Trap Tendo. Who's to say he won't be DJing for the next big thing? I'm emotional. I have to move on. After Tendo performs, a nice sweet man named Femdot performs next. He goes, you know, I like to tell stories. Y'all mind if I tell you a couple stories? And everybody honest was like, yeah. And it gets quiet, and I was like, what if we were just like, nah? He busts out laughing and goes, he was like, dang, honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do. He was just like, I'ma go, I'ma head out. We literally made that connection, and just all throughout his performance, I would just yell random things that nobody magically got on camera, and that's disappointing, because at one point I yelled something to him. I don't remember specifically what I said, but he was like, we're best friends now. I just want you to know we're best friends, and that's what it is. So he is now my best friend, and nobody can tell me nothing. I don't care. And then at one point just said, let me shut up. And he goes, no, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Keep going. And for him to fully embrace me without knowing me just in the middle of this show made my whole day. Another funny moment of the night of me and literally Femdot being crackheads is us yelling that we're proud of each other. So enjoy this little moment.
You! I'm proud of you, so what? But I'm proud of you! On a scale of 1 to you, it's a you. I'm proud of you!
Just the laughs that, you know, we got out of that day, just between me and him, was just, it was great. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So Fem, if you're watching this, and I love you. So yeah, between Femdot's set and Toby's, Blake came out again, and You know, he was hyping the crowd up. We got some fun videos. I yelled selfie. The crowd selfied with me. There was a whole fight. She tried to push her way in front of everybody else. And if she was nice, she could have got closer to the stage, but she was rude about it. Derek comes out on the stage and he starts playing Looped Up. And literally, no joke, Toby said it himself, he does not come out during Looped Up, but Seattle was so hype that he comes creeping out in his little glittery shorts and everybody's screaming for him, hyping him up. He still has his headphones on and he just like starts creeping out to Looped Up, and he's up on the little risers dancing, and literally like watching him come out was like watching an angel ascend from heaven. Like, I wanted to start crying right then and there. Like, he was just coming out and he just looked like he was having so much fun, and he was just in the moment, and we were just singing with him and he was singing with us. And then he finally comes out, starts the show, and everybody starts chanting his name, and it was a surreal moment for me. And then the funniest thing happens.
I love you, but you're still canceled.
Thank you. You know I want to be canceled. That's like all I've ever wanted in my life.
That's me canceling Toby in front of so many people in Seattle, and it was probably the greatest moment of Toby's life, because all he's ever wanted is to be canceled, and you know, I finally, you know, played a part in making that happen for him. He starts asking the crowd, like, if any of us have 9 to 5s. He asks the girl in the crowd, what's your name? And she goes, Tasha Nay. And he was like, oh, okay, Tasha Nay. How many jobs you said you had? She has 3 jobs. So Toby asked her, any of the jobs that you're doing, what you want to be doing? She was like, what I want to be doing is dancing on stage with Toby Lou. She shot that little shot. I'm proud of her. And Toby said, look, she went for it. So she got up there on that stage and she danced her ass off. I was shook. Toby stepped back and let her do her thing. And that's one thing that I can say I love about Toby, is he gives everybody their moment to fucking shine. I don't care. They went from Solange to Sailor, and she did her thing on that stage. Toby did his thing on that stage. They had a good ass time. He told her to quit her job on a Monday and not a Thursday. And me being the loudmouth that I am, because I can't help myself, I said, better yet, quit on a Sunday. And he laughed and was like, a Sunday? And then he was like, you know what? I love you. And I started laughing, and he goes, nah, for real, like, I love you. He was like, yeah, we have history. We go way back, because what did you do? The humiliation. Toby, I'm not, like, humiliated by you. I'm just humiliated that I'm this person. So, backstory for me and Toby. We met at Kyle Lightspeed World Tour. So, a week after the show, I was seeing this little boy band called Pretty Much. And Austin Porter of the band, he put me onto Toby's music. You know, after the show, I asked Toby, I was like, have you guys met? And he was like, no, we just started talking. I was like, cool, I'm meeting him next week. Do you think you could give him a little shout out video? Toby was so down, and this is the video of Toby that he did for Austin.
Austin Porter, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I told you I'd get you a shirt. I'll do that soon.
This is Austin's reaction.
I love Toby.
I know.
That's my boy.
And the rest is history. So, like, whenever you see Toby and Austin together, just know my impact, okay? Thank you. They both admitted to it. My impact. Tobston stands. You're welcome. Got called out, and, you know, after that, I decided I was just gonna be quiet for a little bit. So then he goes into I Was Sad Last Night, and off of Live on Ice, I Was Sad Last Night is probably one of my favorite songs. Toby got into it on stage, like how he wrote that song, like in a place in his life where he would just wake up and constantly just feel okay, and he would feel good about the day, and then he would slowly start to feel worse, and all he would do is just go to sleep because nobody can fuck with him in his sleep. And if you wake up every day just feeling okay, you can make anything happen. And that was totally what I got from the song, as somebody that doesn't necessarily always wake up feeling good. He just reminded me that okay is a valid emotion. I sing that song constantly to myself. Tobi is just a person that can write a song like that like I'm hype while listening to it, but like also like sobbing at the same time. And I sing that song all the time now. I always try to get my mom to do the best friend gave me 5. That's a PayPal. She's getting there. We're working on it. He hit me with a 2 for 1. He went from I'm sad last night, I'm okay now to sometimes I ignore you too, which are like the 2 songs that I like cry to. And then at the end of sometimes I ignore you too, he goes, it do not matter. And I have to tell myself the bad things don't matter. Like, you will be fine. You're going to succeed. Everything's gonna be okay. And Tobi really just reminded me that like you don't have to be good. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be perfect. Like, okay, you can just be okay. Like, it's fine to just be okay. And things can just be okay. Because you can work with okay. One of the best parts of the show, he did smiling at my phone. And that's like a moment in the show where he tells everybody to turn the camera on them. Usually I'm the first one to be like, I'm not, ew, I'm gross and sick looking. I don't want to look at myself. But I took that moment to actually like film myself. You know, I'm singing the lyrics wrong. Mind you, I'm singing them wrong. But you know, you have to embrace when you're singing the wrong lyric. So I'm feeling myself. I'm singing. Oh, and this man goes snatch the phone out my hand. That was rude. Speaking of snatching phones, it was stressing me out because his shoe was coming untied. There was a pause. I said, please tie your shoe. I'm scared. So he starts tying his shoe. My phone starts vibrating. So my friend Shay, she's calling me. I'm like, Tobi, I'm getting a FaceTime. He goes, answer that bitch. And he goes, better yet, let me answer it. So I answer it. He grabs my phone. She just stands there. She's just like, and Tobi goes to say something and she hung up. And he turns and he goes, damn. She hung up. So he goes from smiling at my phone to troop. And there's just troop just has so many meanings to me. One, it signifies like me and my like 2 of my best friends, like we are a troop, we stick together. So Lee, sub, if you're watching this, I love you both so much and thank you for being my troop. The first time I met Tobi, he called me out during troop because I had my hair in buns. And the second time I seen him, I didn't get it on camera, but he sings I'm Black and I'm Beautiful, and he sang that directly to me in Portland. And you know, being black and just being of a darker complexion, I've had a hard time just like being comfortable with that. And having somebody that looks like me and acts like me and is weird like me like look you dead in your face and say I'm black and I'm beautiful, it does something. It does something to you. And this time it was crazy because it gets to that part and Tobi turns and he goes, sing this out for me, and he just sticks the microphone in my face. And I blacked out for a second. He almost caught me slipping, but I was listening for the cue because I didn't want to be early. And I sang my heart out to got my hair in buns. And he goes, what else? And the girl behind me, Laura, he does that, bitch, I think I'm cute. And she was like, and Tobi was like, all right. He sings out the I'm Black and I'm Beautiful to another black male in the audience. And it was just magical. Like, imagine being told by your favorite artist that, you know, looking the way you do, acting the way you do is fucking magical. And that shit's beautiful. That'll mess you up for life. Like, that literally has me shook. Like, I will never take that for granted anymore. I won't beat myself down for being black. Like, that's not something that I see in my future anymore. And so when he finishes Troop, I literally turn to my friends and I go, I want to do the Buff Baby dance with this man so bad. And then he goes, who knows the Buff Baby dance? And I was like, I just said. But he picks these three cute little girls behind me. And I was like, sir, I just said I want to do the Buff Baby dance with him. He goes, okay, come up here then, dang, run in your mouth. Like, and I was like, all right. So I go up on stage and we go through it. I messed up and I said I was going to, and nobody wanted to hear me. Surreal, like a surreal moment. Like, I know the relationship, friendship that we have, like, was on display, but like, it was so surreal. I almost thought it didn't happen. Dancing on stage at a Tobi Lou concert with Tobi Lou to Buff Baby was the highlight of my 2019. Like, who is doing it like him? What? Who's doing it like me? I'm sick. I'm done. I'm sick. I'm gonna throw up. It's too much. Like a fever dream. I was living in a fever dream that night. And so we just, you know, we finally get to the end of the show. He does Waterboy. It was amazing. And they started breaking down the set. I was quick. I seen Blake. I said, excuse me, sir. Let me get that set list, though. This is all you gotta do, guys. You know, the rules of success at a concert. Just start asking for shit. I don't know. I just be saying stuff. I got the set list. That was cool. Meet and greets were after the show. Instead of getting in line, I went off to the side. I seen little sweet femdot and I was like, we have to meet. Like, you're my best friend now. What? So I walk over to him and I was like, best friend. And he was like, best friend. And then we hugged and it was cute and we was having a good time. Started having a deep conversation. Like, the stance was there. I was leaned back. It was cute or whatever. And then we started talking about, like, what if everybody was like, nah, we don't want to hear your stories, bruh. And we said that he was going to be the meme of the dude that's like, and he disappears. And that's the new inside joke. And me and femdot are, say it with me, BFFs. One more time, BFFs. It's true. I have it in writing. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says it. BFFs. Me and femdot. Please don't hate. Okay? I have proof. There was a lot of things said that night that I needed to hear. And it just really hit that spot for me. It's crazy because before the show, their trailer was open and a crate was rolling out, and you know me being the Incredible Hulk, I stopped it before it hit this car that was parked right in front of the trailer. So again, Mr. Lou, if you're watching this, I might have saved you like 2 racks. Okay? I decide I should probably get in line for the meet and greet. Tobi did say if my phone died, I could have used it to call my mom, but luckily we didn't get there. I went last in the meet and greet because I'm greedy. And it's my turn to see Tobi, and it was just like 2 friends seeing each other. You know, that was probably one of the first artists in a long time to like sit there and ask me like, are you okay? Like, you good? What's going on? You know, we just got to catch up and chat, and you know, he really just poured a lot of wisdom in me, and he just like made me feel good about what I was doing and that I'm gonna be okay, and you know, everything's gonna work out the way that it's supposed to, and I just need to keep working and keep pushing. And just having somebody like in general in your life that just is like, you're doing fine, you're on a good path, and you know, you'll get where you need to be. Sometimes you just need to hear that. And it just was so sincere. But he wrote a little sorry note to my mom on my poster, and he told me that I can do it and that he loves me, and he's the best. Tobi is the best. Like, and it's crazy because I literally just sitting here like he's one of my friends, but that's just what it feels like. I don't know what I would do without him. I don't know what I would do without any of them fools. Any of them. Not a single one of them. Like, I don't know. I just met Tendo, and he was so sweet after the show, just standing there talking to him and just hearing his like little come up story and how he randomly DM'd Tobi that he was great. Tobi replied, and all of a sudden Tobi's asking him to go on tour. Like, that could be literally any of us. Anybody. Like, you don't know who you look up to and what if they're watching you do what you do. Like, that's crazy to me. I need to conclude this video because it's about to be long as fuck. Okay, anyway, it's time for Crush of the Week. week is Mr. Toblerone, Tobi Lou. Honorable mentions are obviously Femdot and Tendo. Like, Tobi, Tendo, Femdot, please keep spreading your black boy joy. Keep doing what you're fucking doing. Like, this magic you guys are making in your own separate ways is gonna get people like me to keep going. Like, seeing people that look like me, act like me, doing what they love is what's gonna keep us wanting to do more. And like, to you specifically, Tobi, like, your ability to relate and to love and to be open and to treat people like they're your family, I feel like I feel more connected to you and I feel more inspired and more loved every time I see you. And just the way that you've always you've been there for me in ways that you don't even know, like just with your music and just even in person. Just keep being that for people. Like, keep saving lives. All of them. Next, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. How many lives? Every last single one of them. Tobi, you are saving lives. People are saving your life. And your fans are saving lives. And yes, like, that's so special to me to hear you say that I save lives, like, in front of all of those people. Saved my life, because sometimes I can't do this life thing and it's hard. And I'm gonna cherish September 20th for the rest of my life, just because of how special you are. And Femdot, your conversation with me will be cherished. Tendo, us just connecting and, you know, you being the friend that you are to me now. I'm gonna save that. It's gonna play a role in me wanting to keep going. And Blake, I feel so corny for crying, but like, Blake, you've always been a friend to me and I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you do everything that you said you wanted to, and I can't wait to see all of you just doing big things and just changing the world, saving lives, changing lives. And you guys are all so special to me. I can't wait to see you guys again. And just know you're all so special to me and you've done so much for me without even knowing. And you guys are really like the friends and the brothers that I never had in life. I'm gonna stop, so let's just hear a word from our sponsors, okay?
How do you do? It's Tobi Lou. Shout out to Kicking It with Kara. Kara's a real one. Like, she's one of those like people in life that gets it by any means. Like, and when people are that determined, I know they're gonna go far. I've been that determined my whole life. I've got my, people in my family have been so determined. My sisters, my dad, my mom. I have friends that are that determined. I have so many people I know that are really determined, and that really makes the difference in between who gets it and who doesn't. So I hope y'all are kicking it with Kara, because if y'all not, y'all gonna be kicking yourselves in the face for not jumping on this bandwagon early. So get in line. Shouts to Kara. She's right here. Shouts to her. She's special. All right. I love y'all.
And that was a word from our sponsors. I'm not actually sponsored by Tobi, but a girl can dream, right? We're back, and now that we're not crying anymore, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed myself. 9/20/2019 will go down in the books as the best day of the year. Like, the overwhelming love, like, I felt seen, heard, loved, and I haven't felt that in a long time, and I got all of that in one night. And those are my brothers, man. Like, I don't care what anybody says, that is my family forever. Happy Extra Sad Tour. Go get tickets if you can, because those shows are selling out. You do not want to miss that shit. If you are a fan of Tobi Lou, please do not be dumb like me. Go get your tickets, because they are selling out. But yeah, just remember, you don't gotta lie to kick it. And if you gotta lie to kick it, you wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell to get them notifications if you want, because I'm kind of annoying. I'm gonna link everybody that I mentioned except the culprit in the description. Their faces and their names will probably pop up. But that's my family, and I made a family and I reunited with family that day, and never forget. Like, never forget, just the bonds that were created that night are, like, will never be replaced. And yeah, I'll see you next time in another one, and another one, and another one.